Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here. Once again, it's time for a Dadbod to Daddy transformation vlog, and today was posterior chain day. I threw my warm-ups in here just to make sure the vlog is actually decently long, because quite frankly, these workouts are very, very short. Because I do 5 days and because my posterior chain kind of gets its own day, I kind of come in and just knock it out really, really fast. For those curious, weight is holding. I've been stuck at 208 for over a week now. I had a pretty good weight loss over several weeks. Was dropping over 2 pounds a week. Now it's just kind of stagnant for a bit. However, I'm hoping maybe after the weekend, get caught up on sleep and everything, cortisol and stuff will go down. I'll get a bit of a whoosh. So again, just continuing on the cut. Been fasting through the mornings, and probably after this I'll do a little bit of light cardio, probably while this vlog is going before I eat breakfast, while this is rendering. So I decided to do deficit deadlifts today. Again, trying to get the most bang out of what I'm doing. So it's kind of like I'm focusing on incline on chest day, doing box squats on leg day. I feel like deficit deadlifts, they're so much harder, especially beltless. Right, that I don't have to use as much weight to get really, really serious tension, and I feel a lot more hamstring. To be fair, the hamstring difference I feel between a standard deadlift and doing those is like night and day. I personally feel a lot more back when I do a normal deadlift because of the weights I use, and I don't mean lower back, I mean like it's almost a lat exercise for me. Lats, traps, things like that. So for those curious, when you guys see me lift really, really heavy weights on deadlifts, that's really where I feel it. I feel the deficit deadlifts in the hamstrings, and I tend to feel normal conventional deadlifts in my lats. That's where I actually feel it. So for the good mornings, I'm going to do what I said I was going to do. I'm going to ramp up, keep getting stronger on these because they carry over so well to squats and deadlifts for me. So ramped up, got up to 315, did a triple. Felt plenty heavy. Goal, I'd like to get these back up to about 500 pounds again. I don't necessarily need that 550 I used to have. I'd like to get this up to about a 500 pound, and I feel like that'll give me all the glute and hamstring development I need, give me all the carryover I need to a deadlift and to a squat. So after that ramped up to that heavy triple, I went ahead and dropped down to just one plate aside, keeping in mind this is an 85-pound bar, and cranked out about 16 reps, just trying to really, really get that hamstring burn. So kind of what I did on all this, I come in and I do a couple of heavy sets of stuff, so deficit deadlift, then the good morning, and then I just come in and get a ton of pump work from multiple angles. So again, the set count was fairly low, but the pump is intense that I'm getting from this. So again, old concept, heavy work then pump work. But we're literally in the 1 to 3 rep range, and I'm up in about that 12 to 16, and then I do an all-out set of reverse hypers. So what I'm like to do here is so that the volumes themselves don't get too crazy high, and I get all the benefits of the reverse hyper. And then I don't have to hold anything back, because sometimes when you do go all out, you don't really have anything left in the tank. So it just basically finished off my entire posterior chain. So I did that, and then I came over and I'm like, let's do the glute ham raises unweighted, because again, with these pads the way they are, needing to be replaced, taped up, a towel over it, I don't even want to do these weighted. So I just did 2 really good sets of 12. Again, hit my hamstrings from a completely different angle, right? Hamstrings got hit from a totally different angle here. So again, between these movements, we just worked all the functions of the hamstrings. Complete hamstring development out of honestly only about 5 total work sets. Okay. All right, we'll count the deadlifts as 1. 2 for the good morning, because only 2 sets are work sets, and then 2 sets of these. So it gives me 5 really good sets. But we hit all the functions of the hamstring, and that's the main thing. And again, my posterior chain development tends to be good, hamstring development good. There's a point where I don't even care or listen or worry about what anyone thinks about how I do these. It doesn't matter. My hamstrings are bigger and stronger than yours as an old man. Move along. But some stuff has to do with body orientation and just the way we feel. Like on these, I do laugh. People are like, why don't you do these upright? I'm like, I am. It doesn't look like it, but it's what it feels like. And it's like I can't go to an easier setting because the pad just tears up, because then I'm way back under, and my thighs actually dig into the metal bracket and it's painful. So again, doesn't matter. I'm working with the equipment I have. I'm getting the hamstring into a full lengthened position when I lock those knees, and it gives me one hell of a hamstring burn, and that's what matters. So run with it. But the 2 sets of 12, my hamstrings were pretty well shot after that. So just between that work that I did, it was kind of actually hard to almost stand up. All right. Then we finished up with the one all-out set of reverse hypers. You guys know I love the reverse hyper, and it's one of these that I've pushed high volumes in the past, but it's like right now, I almost feel like just because of the limited carbs, because of the limited calories, I just want to use this almost as a recovery tool, and to get that heck of a pump and get that blood flow and everything to the low back. So I just went to these until I couldn't stand it anymore. I lost count. Somewhere past around rep 40. I got somewhere between maybe 50 and 60 reps here. 50 to 60 reps. And again, it was kind of struggling to breathe. You guys will notice at some point here my glasses fall off. And again, I didn't want to adjust and turn loose to re-put them on, just kind of let them slide off my face. Fortunately, they hit the pad and just kept going. And like I said, there's a point where it just burned so much I lost count. And so we really hit 3 vastly different rep ranges here for the posterior chain today. You know, with only a handful of sets, but good quality work. Feel like my posterior chain got hit nice and hard here. And again, just hoping it doesn't cramp on me later. I'm thinking on lower carbs it won't, I'm hoping. So we'll see how that goes. And I'm really hoping again to get that whoosh coming up. And some mornings I wake up tighter than others. I've noticed a lot of the lower body days I look a little looser, and I've noticed that consistently. And I could speculate as to why that is. You guys can tell there I needed a moment. I needed a moment after that. And then we did 1 set of hanging leg raises to finish the workout up. And so there we have it, the whole workout, 8 minutes long. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys and gals next time.